What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and things are kind of looking up for Jonathan Majors lately in his case of his alleged assault. On March 25th, Jonathan Majors was arrested when the police were called by him, and they found his, at the time, girlfriend injured. They arrested him and brought him down to the New York City Chinatown precinct. He is now being tried with several cases of assault. However, Jonathan Majors and his team from the very beginning have stated that he is innocent and actually the victim in this situation, and they have provided many pieces of evidence to prove that he is in fact innocent in this situation, and that does include video footage and eyewitness testimonies and people who are willing to testify in court about what they saw, which is, as they state, Jonathan Majors not assaulting his now ex-girlfriend. And throughout this, Jonathan Majors unfortunately lost some deals. His management company dropped him, his PR company dropped him, he has lost out on a project already, and everybody has their eyes right now on Marvel Studios, wondering if Marvel Studios is going to let go or fire Jonathan Majors from playing Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, people are worried about this because, as I mentioned, he's already been dropped from some projects already, and his management company and his PR company and Marvel Studios / Disney for a long time have not put his name or his picture really on anything promotional for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. In fact, they have delayed putting out Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania assembled piece, which they do for each project. It's a making of, but Marvel Studios has delayed this indefinitely, and the reason they delayed this is because they are essentially waiting to see what happens in the trial of Jonathan Majors. But we do have some good news today in terms of what Marvel Studios is thinking, and the timing, coincidentally, is very good. Last week, Jonathan Majors and his team went to court for the very first time. Now, nothing happened. It was basically just the opening. He just showed up, didn't say much, and the judge pretty much said, hey, we're meeting on this date. This is when the trial begins. However, something very interesting happened. Jonathan Majors' lawyer, Priya Chaudhary, stated to the public that she thought the case wouldn't even make it to court. She thought that this whole thing was going to be dropped. And the reason that she thought all of this was because of the evidence that they have presented to the court and to the judge. And this evidence is what they called substantial enough to irrefutably prove that Jonathan Majors was innocent. That's what they said. And we mentioned some of this evidence before. It includes video footage. It includes the professional driver of the car who was driving them when the alleged fight took place, him stating that the alleged victim was actually the one hitting Majors, and Major got out of the car to try and leave to avoid the fight. It also has street video footage of Jonathan Majors getting out of the car and the alleged victim trying to pull him back into the car. It also shows the victim at a nightclub just moments after the alleged fight and assault on her took place, showing that she was not actually hurt at all in the footage. Because of all the evidence that they showed, they thought that this case was going to be dismissed and Jonathan Majors was simply going to be innocent. However, they are now going to court. But what's interesting is Marvel Studios and Disney did decide to name drop Jonathan Majors for the upcoming Loki Season 2 credits, and they kind of gave him a little bit of a prestige title. In an official release by Disney for Disney Plus's Loki Season 2 that is coming soon, a press release that was released yesterday that can't physically be shown publicly but states this for the cast: Tom Hiddleston, Sophia DiMartino, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Wunmi Musaku, Eugene Cordero, Rafael Casal, Tara Strong, Kate Dickey, Liz Carr, Neil Ellis, with Jonathan Majors, Ke-Huy Quan, and Owen Wilson. It's very interesting that they put with Jonathan Majors, because as TheDirect.com states, who originally reported on this, using with before listing cast members usually indicates that the actor is of great prominence and also may feature a limited role compared to the rest of the actors. But this is great news considering everything that has been going on lately, and especially considering that Disney has indefinitely delayed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania's assembled special. Now again, this was an official release from Disney, and it's really interesting that this just came out because last week is when Jonathan Majors presented all of his evidence. And as I stated, when he presented this, him and his lawyer basically thought that they were going to simply throw the case out and state that Jonathan Majors was innocent. They had enough evidence to decide right there. But perhaps Jonathan Majors and his team showed all of this evidence to Marvel Studios and Disney as well. Now, this is just speculation on my part. This is nothing official, just want to clarify that. I'm just stating that it is pretty coincidental, and hopefully this does mean a good thing. Hopefully it is a good sign. Hopefully Marvel Studios has simply been waiting for the court's decision on the trial of Jonathan Majors to make a decision themselves on whether or not to keep Jonathan Majors as their Kang the Conqueror. Now, Loki Season 2 has already shot, and according to a report from thecosmiccircus.com, Jonathan Majors is scheduled to appear in 3 episodes. And we already know from the post-credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania that a variant of Kang the Conqueror, Victor Timely, is going to pop up in the show. We've already seen him in those post-credits. And like I said, they've already shot all of Loki Season 2. Now, they have done some reshoots, and there was a rumor from Alex P over at the Cosmic Circus that stated that the end of Loki Season 2 will show us the fate of Jonathan Majors. And what I believe is happening is that Marvel Studios went and did reshoots to write out Jonathan Majors. I am not saying they've already wrote him out, but they are preparing in case that has to be done. If Jonathan Majors is found guilty, Marvel Studios and Disney will replace Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. So they are simply preparing for that. They are preparing for everything. Hopefully it ends up not happening. Hopefully he is innocent. I do hope he did not assault this woman. And if that turns out to be the case, that he did not assault her, then I do believe that they should keep him as Kang the Conqueror because he's done a great job so far. In that case, they would stick to what they have originally filmed for the ending of Loki Season 2. This would most likely include a pretty big setup for other variants of Kang or another story for the main Kang, in whom we don't really know which variant that is right now. But give us a setup for that Kang in the future, because the Kang Dynasty is not too far away, and then Secret Wars is a year after that. But if this official release from Disney is any indicator at all of where they are standing right now with Jonathan Majors, then this is a good sign, especially by adding with Jonathan Majors, and especially considering they've kind of really avoided trying to throw his name out there. So the fact that an official press release had his name on there is a great sign. Also, something great to note is that it still states that the premiere is on October 6th of 2023, so it has not been delayed yet. And it does offer a little tiny synopsis about Loki Season 2, which reads, Loki Season 2 picks up in the aftermath of the shocking season finale when Loki finds himself in a battle for the soul of the Time Variance Authority. Along with Mobius, Hunter B-15, and a team of new and returning characters, Loki navigates an ever-expanding and increasingly dangerous multiverse in search of Sylvie, Judge Renslayer, Miss Minutes, and the truth of what it means to possess free will and glorious purpose. And if you remember in Loki Season 1, Loki basically stated that free will essentially doesn't exist, with the TVA being in control and watch over everything. So it sounds like it's going to get pretty deep, which the first one did as well, and Loki, Season 1 that is my favorite Disney Plus show, and I know a lot of people's favorites as well. So let's hope that Season 2 is fantastic, and let's hope that if Jonathan Majors is found innocent, that he does remain as Kang the Conqueror in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But go ahead and let us know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below so you can enter our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items. The winner gets to pick one item, and we pick a winner at the end of each month. And in case you missed it, we have announced a winner for June, and that winner is Jason Murdoch 9254. But the giveaway continues this month, so be sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. You can also find us on Patreon. You can check out our website and Discord server as well, and you can check us out on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.